Hey folks, welcome back to Technology for Blind YouTube channel. I am back with another video, guys. This is a very quick video in which I'm going to show the multiple desktop in Windows 10. Okay, so let me explain you. Before that, if you are new here to this channel, welcome, and be sure to subscribe and enable the notification bell so you will be notified about future videos. Right? So multiple desktops. Now this is very useful, especially in a blind person's perspective. Okay, now let me explain the theory before diving into the actual tutorial, actually how to do and what's going on. Now think now you have got a normal desktop, okay, and in my case, let me share my experience. Now I usually use multiple programs at once. Okay, so for instance, Google Chrome, Reaper is a digital audio workstation in which I create music. So if you'd like to know more about that, you can visit the Audio Access YouTube channel and watch the videos which I have produced. Okay, so Reaper and Visual Studio, which is the integrated development environment, IDE, which I use to program or create a program using C++ programming language. Those kind of things, Microsoft Word, Notepad, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, all those stuffs I use at a time to do my work, assignments, all those things. Okay, so as you may notice, my desktop and my program list would be so much complicated. Okay, so what if we can move those things to another new desktop, new version of desktop, or new screen, so we can switch to new screen and use those programs. Okay, so how that thing works is, now say you want to separate Google Chrome and Microsoft Word in a desktop, and you want to open another desktop, and you can use Visual Studio and Reaper, okay, those two together, so you don't have to press multiple times the Alt Tab key to switch to other programs, so the required programs. Simply you can tap a few times and you can do your work. Okay, and also it's a very convenient way to organize your stuffs while you are working, especially when you are busy. If you can't manage your desktop, so you can use these things. Okay, these are very simple features which you can utilize to make your life easier. You will be more productive when you're using Windows. Okay, so let me show how this thing works. Now, in my case, let me
slower. This PC faster.
Now I'm using JAWS. I used Control Windows Alt plus page down, page up to decrease and increase the rate, which will affect the global settings. But if you leave the Windows key and if you press Control plus Alt plus page up, page down, it will affect the current working settings. Okay, which means if you close JAWS and if you open JAWS, the settings will be reversed to the previous state. Okay, so this is another tip. So now in my case, I am having the OBS recording software opened. Okay, now this is one program. Okay, let's open another program.
Windows D Recycle Bit Reaper.
Let's open Reaper. Which is
Mixer Master, new enter, track view, track list.
Alright, Reaper also open. Now we have got
Alt Tab, Ops 25.0.860,
OBS,
Reaper v6.13/x6.
Okay, let's open Google Chrome.
Google. Address and search bar edit.
Alright, now we have got
track view, track list.
Reaper,
Alt Tab, new tab, Google Chrome.
Google Chrome. So if you want to go to the OBS, you have to press Alt Tab once.
Task switching, Reaper v6.13/x64 licensed for personal use.
And again another Alt Tab.
Ops 25.0.8.
That's how the thing works. Okay, so let's open VLC Media Player.
Search. C and S. C VLC Media Player app. Find VLC enter.
VLC Media Player. Alright. So we have got 4 programs: Google Chrome, VLC Media Player, Reaper, and the OBS screen recording
menu,
software.
media output.
Right. So if we were to move the VLC Media Player and let's say Google Chrome to another desktop, then it will be more convenient. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to show is, if you want to create a new desktop, this is a kind of a virtual desktop. Okay, so not kind of a new desktop, it's a virtual desktop, virtual screen. Okay, so There are two ways in which you can do this. The first way is you can press Windows plus tab,
leaving menus, running applications list box, VLC media player.
You will be landed on an editable or on a screen where it presents what are the applications which are running right now in your system, okay, in the current desktop, I mean, okay. So if you press Shift Tab,
virtual desktops list box, desktop 1 button.
Now we are in desktop 1. So if you press right arrow,
desktop 2 button,
desktop 2,
desktop 3 button,
desktop 3,
desktop 4 button,
desktop 4,
desktop 5 button,
desktop 5,
desktop 6 button,
and desktop 6, okay. We have got only 6 desktop right now, but if you press again a right arrow,
new desktop button,
you can create a new desktop as well, multiple desktops, unlimited desktop, okay. So let's go to
home, desktop 1 button,
desktop 1. Now if you
desktop 2 button,
press right arrow and press enter on this desktop 2,
enter taskbar.
now we are in the desktop 2,
view,
okay. So we don't have any program. Now I'm pressing Alt Tab,
start button,
we don't have any program. Now if we open
Visual
Studio right now,
Microsoft Visual Studio
it's
Professional
opening.
2019,
Visual Studio, we only have one program in this desktop, which is Visual Studio, okay. So this is a very nice way in which we can
Microsoft Visual
make
Studio
our life
Professional
easier.
2019, Microsoft Visual Studio.
All right, now
Visual
here the thing. Now if we press Alt Tab,
Microsoft Visual Studio,
this is the only program which we have got, okay. So if you want to move to the previous desktop, which we have got VLC Media Player and other the 4 programs which we opened before, either you can press the Windows plus tab key and press Shift Tab and press left arrow to get to the first desktop and press enter, or you can press Windows plus Control plus left right arrow to move to the desktop accordingly, right. So let's now since we are in the second desktop, let's move to the first desktop by pressing Windows plus Control plus left arrow, okay.
Control Windows left arrow, menu, leaving menus, VLC Media Player.
Alright, now we are in VLC Media Player. So let's press Alt Tab.
Ops 25.0.864, new tab, Google Chrome, Reaper V6. VLC Media Player.
Okay, so we have got 4 programs, but the Visual Studio is not present. If you would like to go to the Visual Studio, you can press Windows plus Control plus right arrow to get to the second desktop or second screen.
Control Windows right arrow, Microsoft Visual Studio,
Right, now we have got only one program, okay. So this is how actually the thing works, okay. So another small thing before we end the video, if you would like to move programs through desktop, in my case, so let's move the Visual Studio to the first desktop and let's move the Reaper to the second desktop, okay. If you would like to do that, now since I want to move the Visual Studio from the second desktop to the first desktop, we have to first get to the second desktop, which we are in right now. And if you press Windows plus tab,
running applications list box, Microsoft Visual Studio.
Now we have landed on the running application list box, which is been selected the Visual Studio. If you press right arrow, application key,
applications menu, snap left,
snap left,
snap right,
snap right,
move to sub menu,
show this window on all desktops, show this window on
windows from this app on all desktops,
show this window on app,
show windows from this app on all
show windows from something I cannot get pronounce that. Close, okay.
Snap left.
I'm not sure what this means by snap left, so let's press this.
Enter, leaving menus, Microsoft Visual.
Okay. Snap left means it divides the screen. Now
Windows up arrow.
We are right now in full screen mode, so if you press the snap left button, it will get the screen to the left side of the screen, or if you press snap right button, it will get the screen to the right side, okay. The same thing you can do using Windows plus left, right, up, down arrow.
Windows left arrow,
snap left,
Windows right arrow,
and the screen has went to the top of the screen, so the thing requires a little bit of visuals, but you don't have to worry. We don't have to worry actually. So let's go to the thing again.
Running applications list box, Microsoft
Windows plus tab, and the Visual Studio has been selected. Press applications key,
applications menu,
and let's get to the move sub menu.
Move to sub menu.
Press right arrow or enter.
Enter desktop 1.
Desktop 1. Okay, so
Desktop 3.
you can choose whatever you want. Now since we are in desktop 3 and the application is desktop 2, since we are in desktop 2 and also the application is in the desktop 2, obviously it doesn't show desktop 2. Okay, so these are self-explanatory, guys. So let's move to
Desktop 5. New desktop. Desktop 1.
desktop 1.
Enter Microsoft Visual Studio. Leaving menus. Virtual desktops list box. Desktop 1 button.
Now we don't have got any programs in this desktop, so let's press
Escape. Desktop.
and we have to press Windows plus Control plus left arrow to move to the first desktop.
Control Windows left arrow. Microsoft Visual Studio. Visual Studio 2019. Get started. Search.
Alright, now we are in the first desktop, which we have got the Visual Studio program. Okay, so let's go to the VLC media player. We don't have to go to that, just Windows plus tab
Running applications
and
VLC media.
select the program which you'd like to move, press applications and go to move, sub menu.
Move the sub menu. Desktop 2. Desktop 2. Enter Microsoft Visual Studio.
Okay.
Leaving menu.
Now we don't have
Escape.
got the Visual Studio application. VLC media player. I don't know why I'm making mistakes. I'm really sorry for that, guys. So we have got Visual Studio,
Ops 25.0.
OBS,
New tab Google Chrome. Reaper V6.
Reaper.
Microsoft Visual Studio.
Okay, so let's go to the second desktop by pressing Control plus Windows plus right arrow.
Control Windows right arrow. VLC media player.
Okay, so we have got only
VLC
media player. Okay, so this is how the thing works.
Alt F4.
Let's close.
Control Windows left arrow. Microsoft Visual Studio. Alt
Close.
F4. New tab Google. Alt F4. Reaper V6. Alt F4. Ops 25.
Okay. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope this has helped you out, guys. So just use these things and utilize your experience on using Windows. These are very effective ways in which we can maximize our productivity, especially when we are using screen readers. We cannot press multiple times the Alt Tab key. So if we move these things to separate desktop, so it will be a lot easier. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you have any got any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, please let me know in the comment section, and I do try my best to reply to each and every comments as soon as possible. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Signing out, Mohomed Rashad.